you know, I don't love kissing with tongue. I don't, you know, and just because of the pandemic. What about you when you make out with your girl?
Yeah, lengua, you know, all the way,
Yeah.
you know? Yeah, lengua. Yeah, exactly. Lenguazo.
Oh my God.
Welcome to the zoo. We have an amazing cast today with a fabulous panel. Give it up for AK.
Thank you.
Martin.
Thank you.
I mean, today
Hola.
we're going to be talking about dating etiquette, who pays, and that is today's Big deal. All right, you guys. So, dating.
Oof.
When you go on a date, Martin, do you pay?
No.
Oh.
Wait, yes, no. Wait, what?
Oh.
What I do is I pretend to look for my money that I don't have. You know when you're like looking for your homework that you didn't do when you're a kid at school? That's what I do. I don't know. No sé
Where's
dónde
your
está.
money? The dog ate it.
Yeah. Yeah, the dog ate my money. The dog ate my NFTs. I don't know.
And what did the ladies say?
Well, I've never gotten that far, so I don't know. No, I pay, you know, but what's it called? Usually when I go on dates, like I'll pay for dinner and then they'll buy the drinks, you know. So yeah, I mean that works.
Now suppose you hate them
Yeah,
and it's dinner only.
it's dinner only. Then I take them to what's it called? I'll take them. So what I do is I'll take girls to restaurants I've been to before, and I know they're cheap. But I pretend it's my first time there, you know. I'm like, what? 5 tacos for $1? Tripa on a plate? Let's go, you know?
I gotta come back here.
Yeah, exactly. And then the cook comes out, Martin, my #1 customer. Shut up, bro. You don't know me, dude. Yeah.
What about you?
Dang. Okay, so the guy usually pays on these dates, right? If it's a big bill, I'd be like, damn, must suck to be you. You know? So I'll be like, and if I like them, I'll be like, okay, you know, I'll pay even the tip or whatever. But I did learn my lesson because I've had some horror stories with some guys. Well, they'll be like, well, you didn't pay for anything afterwards. Where I'm like, yo, this is gonna end.
Oh, they'll throw it back at you.
They'll throw it back. Like, I paid for everything. I was like, no, you didn't. I would pay for shots. You know, I'd bring, you know, if we're meeting up, I'd bring some beers. You know, so I always try to contribute something so that that's not a financial clapback later.
Yeah.
Because they do that.
Yeah.
I mean, to throw it back, here's my take. It depends on what's going on after. If I wanna, you know, if I don't wanna even have to kiss you, you know, we're not even dry humping. I'll split the bill because I don't wanna have to owe you a kiss. And I don't knock dry humping, by the way. I think it's great and very resourceful. But I actually had a dating horror story recently where I went on a date with somebody. I drink on dates, not the best move that I'd recommend. But by the end of the date, it was a $500 bill.
Whoa.
And I was a
Jesus.
little tipsy, and I don't know why, but I paid the entire bill. And I don't
Did
even
they
like
offer,
this person.
or did you just like offer to pay the whole
You
thing?
know, and you're like, oh, I got it. And he was like, really? And I was like, crap. So now I think I don't even like this person. I don't want to go on another date with them again, but I will because I want to be reimbursed, and I'm like everything to be even. Is that horrible?
$500,
I want a $500 date back.
What restaurant was that?
I think it was a restaurant in Hollywood, an Asian fusion one.
Let us know the name so we don't go.
I will. Now, what about when a guy says to you, when you're on a date with a guy, AK,
Yeah.
right? And he says to you across the table, do you want to split the bill? What's your reaction?
I have had it happen to me. Nikki, I'm not as rich as you, so I'm like, of course. You know.
I'm in fake fur. I'm in fake fur. This was roadkill on the 405.
Yesterday, actually.
All right, so go ahead. So if a guy says to you,
Yeah, I've had someone be like, yo, can we split the bill or something? I'll be like, okay, you know.
and is that a deal breaker once they say it?
No, because honestly, I feel bad for y'all, like, or, you know, in the heterosexual sense, like, you guys have to, like, pay for it, you know?
It's like an unwritten law or something like that. you know?
Yeah, and I'm like, who wrote those laws for y'all? I don't know, you know, but.
Is it a turn off?
Is it a turnoff? I mean, it's because I have gone on the $500 dates. I have gone on the $500 ones, and they paid for it. So when I go from that and someone paying to it, and then I'm on like a $50 date and they want to split it, I'm like, I'm not being shallow, but I don't know. I get treated nice.
Do you feel obligated to go on a second date if he pays for the $500?
Listen, it's not like a turn off completely though, because if I do like their personality, then cool. Like I'll
Yeah.
build with someone, you know. Sure. But
Listen.
then, like, you know, the date had to be good, you know, like.
And we respect all financial situations,
Yeah.
of course. You know what I mean? If I'm not expecting you to pay for the filet mignon, but if you're gonna make me pay my way, don't ask me to kiss your neck. I'm not kissing nothing, okay?
Dude.
You have real sugar daddy vibes after that $500 date.
You know what? I don't. But and here's the thing with sugar daddies. You know, it's all fun and games. So you show up to the bar with somebody who looks like Regis Philbin, and
Hey, they might be a millionaire. Hey.
yeah. All right, but now, Martin, back to you. Now, if you do like a girl, right, and you're saying that this is something that you could potentially see a future with, will you try to charm them and pick up the whole bill?
Yeah, I'll be
Will you
like.
pick up a $500 bill?
I paid for Nobu one time. I didn't know it would be that expensive, you know. And I remember I saw it was like $450, and I was like, I wish that option was still available where you could just wash dishes, you know, like, hey babe, I'll catch you later, you know. I got
head to the kitchen.
Yeah, you know, I wish I could just. If that option was available, like, are you gonna pay cash, credit, or wash dishes? I'll wash dishes right now, you know.
I got my rubber gloves in my car.
Ahorita lavo los trastes, you know, I'm ready, dude.
Dang, that's crazy.
I paid for no. But it was my girlfriend, Nobu. So yeah, it was what was it? I forgot the occasion was, and I was disappointed because I remember like we ordered dessert. And it was like $20, and it was a banana drizzled with like caramel and walnuts. I'm like, bro, I can make this. And that was like $30. You know
when it hurts when you're like, yo, I didn't realize my like college hard meals were actually, you know, a 5-star menu item. You know?
Yeah, exactly, yeah.
Crushed cracker with some marinara on top.
I used to make this drunk after the bar.
Right.
Little did I know I was a chef all this time. Little did I know.
Oh,
you know,
man.
but I don't know. I feel like as a girl, I feel like, you know, girls and like gay guys, similar things. I feel like if somebody pays for the meal, I feel like they feel that you owe them something.
Yeah.
Do you ever feel like that?
Well, that's why I buy shots after.
So that way you're like, I don't know, you diddly
I don't squat.
So they forget, huh?
Yeah.
How much was it?
How much did I pay? No, but for real, I do try to like contribute something. I feel bad for y'all that you guys are expected to pay for the bill all the time, because it's not just like eating, right? Then it's like the going out and where are we going and like the gas bill and like oof, racks up. But I have had it happen to me multiple times. That could be a whole other conversation where guys will bring it and throw it in my face. So I'm
that's
like,
messed up.
that's messed up. And it's not happened like once. It's happened many times with different guys. Where I'm like, wow, so you guys really do pay the bill only to bring it back later.
Right. It's one thing to pay the bill, but don't keep a log.
Yeah,
of every, I need to know you wrote off that you took me to Arirang.
Right.
All right. I think we learned don't date.
Right. Stay single.
Stay single. You guys, we're coming back with more on the Zoo. Keep it locked and don't go anywhere. We're just getting this party started. Welcome back to the Zoo. I mean, we have a hot panel going on right now. We're talking about, you know, we're dating. We're talking about paying on dates. I mean, are you guys still doing the online dating? Are you both single?
No, not anymore.
Oh, rub it in. Tell us about your relationship.
Right.
We want to get to know you.
Oh, yeah, she's a nice person. I love her. What's called? We have her previous relationship, she was married and they had puppies together. So it's like they share custody over the puppies. So it's crazy, you know. So.
Are you like the stepdad?
I'm like the stepdad to the puppies, yeah. And we see each other and like, you know, we're friends, you know.
Wait, co-parenting.
It's a thing,
dogs.
yeah. I know other people do it too, but like it's crazy. Like
how many dogs are there?
2.
And they couldn't split?
No, because I mean, now because I have my own dog, we got our own dog now, you know. So it's like we have our own child now. So it's like I understand, you know. If we break up, I want to see the dog too, you know, on the other weekends, you know. So yeah.
Dang.
I love co-parent. It's like you all take turns training on the wee-wee pad.
Exactly, yeah.
It's a team effort. Now you're single.
I
don't know why.
I am.
Because you have a lot to offer. I'm
a lot to handle.
What are you seeing on the dating apps when you're looking out there?
Yeah.
Is it discouraging for you?
A lot. Let's see. I have been slightly catfished on one of them, but this is what I learned, and this is my best friend told me. She's like, always, you also don't know if these people could be like murderers, you know?
Yeah.
Just like a first date, there's a lot that can go into a first date. So it's like, let me meet somebody. It's like, no, like, let me drive to the location, not have them pick me up, you know, because that's a security thing. But my best friend was all like, look at me, no, I'm just kidding. Who wouldn't want this? No, I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding.
Who wouldn't want to murder this?
Who
Who wouldn't want to kill this?
Ubi had to come back from behind the scenes.
No, security's real.
Yeah, security's such a
Yeah.
real thing,
Yeah.
dude.
Pepper spray.
All of that. My best friend was like, FaceTime before you go on the first date. And I'm like, that is so true. So like, I'll FaceTime, and this one time I did feel like I got catfished. And I was just like, that's not what you look like on your profile. But it was good. It was good to know that I was getting catfished, you know? So I feel like I always have to do that. That's my like #1 rule. If I match with someone and we're gonna potentially meet up, by the way, I also talk to them for like 2 weeks. I make up things like, oh, I got a trip to go to, you know? Because if they could keep the conversation going for 2 weeks, I'm like, okay, fine. You know, you put in your time. I have to FaceTime them before.
Yeah, the FaceTime thing, it's a good idea security-wise.
Yeah.
It's just, if I don't meet you first, I don't want the first time you see me to be with the double chin on my couch. But that's the whole, I feel like when I FaceTime somebody, like before I go on a date, like I gotta get the ring light out. I'm looking gorgeous.
The whole production.
I'm not looking crusty on a first
Wait,
FaceTime.
so you'd rather meet someone in person first?
No.
Over FaceTime?
I would like to be seeing a light I could control.
Okay.
I make sure I look really good. Make
So
sure
you
the
would do
lighting,
the FaceTime?
But don't randomly FaceTime me at 9 o'clock for security check. Like I
Okay.
need to make sure I have the hair and makeup done. And what was it like when you were dating?
See, because I mean,
Before you were in love and happy.
I mean, because I remember I used to go meet people like back on MySpace days. So like back then,
MySpace.
there's like no good lighting back then. The cameras were horrible. So like you just didn't know what you're getting yourself into. And I remember like I used to like date cholas. Because like it was like around my neighborhood, you know?
Hey, don't call any of them out.
I know. I'd be like, what's your sign? And she started throwing up gang signs. Like, what? No, I said you're.
Not those signs.
No, not those signs.
What was it like? I mean, so you were dating in the MySpace. I mean, that must have been
MySpace.
stressful.
I was on Tinder too.
Because girls were like, "Oh, you're not gonna put me in your top 8."
Yeah,
What
it was horrible. Like, man, my abuelita, you know, she makes good tamales, dude. I can't just take her off like that, dude. You know? But yeah, it was crazy. MySpace, Tinder, and when you have a bad phone, you know, like Metro PCS, the quality sucks. You know, I couldn't message you, babe. You know?
It's hard to look hot when the photo's taken on an LG chocolate. So
Yeah.
that'll be it. But you know, AK, I wanna throw it back to you because I would like to see you in love by the end of this
thank
year. You know, maybe your husband's out there watching. What type of guy? What are you
Maybe.
looking for in a man? Like,
So that was gonna say that's the one reason I'm like I want to date, but I don't want to date because when they ask me what are you looking for, I'm like alone time. You know. Sorry.
But that makes sense.
I think something about the pandemic made me like it made me an introvert because now I need my space. I can't be with people 24/7, you know. And so I'm just like I don't know if people understand me, you know. So what do you want? Alone time.
Exactly.
I'll see you every 3 weeks, you know.
I think sometimes
that's
that's
where I'm
more
at.
than enough.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't even know if I want to date. I'm really just looking for a pen pal.
Right.
You know, just write them or a wedding date because I'm getting to the age now where people are starting to have weddings and it's sad to go by yourself.
Dude.
At this point.
Okay, you know what's funny? So my cousin just had her wedding like 2 weekends ago, and they had like this DJ, and the DJ was like, "I'm gonna end at 10, and it's $200. This is a lot of money, you know, for us people that don't make money like Nikki does." It was like $200 for every additional hour, and we're like, well, damn, if we're trying to go on till like 2 or 3 in the morning, it's like 200 plus 200. You know, we're gonna rack up this bill real quick. And so next thing you know, my family does like mezcal shots. So then they went to the DJ, and like everybody gets a mezcal shot. You know, you work there, you get a mezcal shot. You're at the buffet, you get, you know,
I love that.
everybody. Well, this DJ gets lit, like, and so then it's 10 o'clock, like it's gonna end at 10. And I go over, I was like, yo, can I get a song request? He's like, oh yeah, for sure, for sure. I was like, thanks. Next thing you know, it's 11, it's 12. This was still playing, right?
Wow.
And at the end, he's like, can I dance a banda song, right? And he's like, but I want to dance it with her, and it was me. And I was like, yeah, sure, all right, I'll dance it, you know? And so everybody in the family was like, yo, AK got us like 3 hours of DJ free. And like on the group chat, I'm like, yeah, usually single makes me cry, but this time I got a $300 discount, you know?
Wow.
Save the wedding.
But yeah, everybody's getting married, everyone's having children, but you know, single ladies, you got a chance to save the family reunions and have something to offer.
And you know, still because of COVID, do you kiss? Do you kiss on the first? Are we kissing with tongue in COVID? Are we? The studio audience, I'm hearing yeses. There's, still, there's tongues.
What does the studio audience say?
Lenguazo.
I mean,
On the first date.
when you go on a date in a pandemic, will you, you know, I don't love kissing with tongue. I don't, you know, just because of the pandemic. What about you when you make out with your girl?
Yeah, lengua, you know, all the way,
Yeah.
you know? Yeah, lengua. Yeah, exactly. Lenguazo, homie.
Oh my God.
Well, something
yeah.
tells me we're all gonna throw the bouquet to each other at weddings coming up.
Listen.
You know,
Yeah.
I think that we all may find love. And you know what? Maybe if you're watching there and you're out there and you're single and you're alone and you have Cheez-Its in your belly button right now, you don't need anybody.
You're not the only one.
You're not the only one.
Just know
Look
that.
at us. We're bringing the party. We're your friends on the zoo. Keep it locked with us. We have some amazing guests that are going to be joining us. So you know what that means? Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back.